Klepper's Corner, the week's most peculiar, June 22 through 27, 2025. Welcome to the Weekly Weird. Good evening, America, and welcome to Klepper's Corner, where we take a break from the political hair-pulling and turn our third eye to the stories the mainstream media left in the basement with the expired cans of SpaghettiOs and the haunted Ouija board. Yes, tonight, we're exploring that beautifully bizarre space in the news cycle that most anchors ignore unless it shows up in their backyard as a talking raccoon demanding universal basic income. This week, it did not disappoint. From sky blobs and Sasquatch selfies to psychedelic drivers and metal-mouthed bears, we've got a steaming pile of, wait, what now? And we're diving in headfirst like Bigfoot into a creek. Let's begin. Segment 1. Sasquatch or Sass Scam. New Hampshire, land of maple syrup, flannel, and now possibly a toddler-sized Bigfoot who's apparently ditching the hide-and-seek playbook and moonlighting as a photo bomber. Two hikers snapped what they swear is a juvenile Bigfoot, standing knee-deep in a creek like it's ready for its National Geographic close-up. The internet lost its collective mind. Some said it's proof, others said it's AI-generated. And frankly, the Bigfoot community is split harder than your uncle's jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. In the old days, blurry photos of cryptids meant maybe you had a shaky hand. Now, it means you had Mid-Journey and 10 free minutes before your Dungeons & Dragons game started. What does this tell us? That our belief in the unexplained now competes with our fear of Photoshop. The only thing fuzzier than this photo is the line between the paranormal and digital nonsense. Segment 2. UFOs light up the week. Argentina delivered a shimmering gem this week, an odd string of lights over Lake Nahuel Huapi. Was it aliens, fiber optics, or a very ambitious birthday party for Nahuelito, their local Nessie knockoff? And just when you thought we were done, a woman in Massachusetts saw a blinking UFO plummet from the sky and then vanish. No sound, no crash, just poof. If you've ever thrown a glow stick into a well and called it a close encounter, congratulations, you now qualify as a UFO expert. Theories range from alien scouts to government cover-ups to the ever-reliable explanation, it was swamp gas reflecting Venus. Fun fact, swamp gas reflecting Venus is also how Marjorie Taylor Greene explains her campaign promises. Segment 3, Doorbell Cam captures Gray on the prowl in California. A doorbell cam caught footage of what looked disturbingly like your classic gray alien. Big head, glowing eyes, creep factor cranked to 11. That's right. ET's graduated from phoning home to casing the joint. And this isn't the first time. These days, half our UFO sightings are courtesy of doorbell cams. It used to be you'd need a tinfoil hat and a six-pack to see aliens. Now, just a Ring subscription and a nosy neighbor named Carol. We're one firmware update away from capturing a close encounter in 4K with Dolby Surround. Segment 4, the Jesus Cloud in the Philippines. A cloud formation appeared that, according to witnesses, looked exactly like Jesus. And it wasn't just one overly devout guy. Whole crowds gathered, jaws dropped, TikToks filmed. Let's be honest, we humans are hardwired to find patterns, especially ones that look like divine figures or grilled cheese sandwiches. I once saw George Washington in the stains on my ceiling. Turns out it was mold and I was getting carbon monoxide poisoning. Still, there's something beautiful about it. In a chaotic world, we want meaning. Sometimes that meaning floats in on a gust of wind, looks vaguely like the Son of God, and gets 1,000 likes on Instagram. Segment 5, fireball over Georgia. Down in McDonough, Georgia, people looked up and saw a blazing fireball ripping across the sky. Meteor? Space junk? Elon Musk launching another luxury Tesla into orbit with his bad tweets in the glove box. We may never know. What we do know is this. When people in Georgia look up and see something unfamiliar, they have two reactions: awe and immediate prepper instinct. By sundown, there were 45 new bunkers and a spike in aluminum foil sales. Even in an age of science, we are still very ready to panic if the sky decides to put on a show. Segment 6, Mercedes on the Spanish Steps. Rome had its own vehicular miracle this week when a driver mistook the historic Spanish Steps for a shortcut. Yep, he drove a Mercedes down a 300-year-old stairway meant for people, not two-ton German engineering. To get it out, they had to bring in a crane. A crane. Because when you're stuck between a Vespa and cultural annihilation, only a crane will do. It's a reminder that sometimes GPS doesn't mean global positioning system. It means get prepared, stupid. Segment 7. Patches Magic Beans crashes in Minnesota. A man crashed his car while allegedly high on hallucinogenic mushrooms. But the real kicker? His name was Patches Magic Beans. That's not a mugshot. That's a character in a Tim Burton reboot. When asked about the incident, local police said, "It's not every day you arrest someone who sounds like a failed Crayola color." And look, I know we're not supposed to laugh at drug arrests, but Patches Magic Beans? That's a name you give yourself during Burning Man, not traffic court. Segment 8. Lottery near misses. 5 people nearly lost out on massive lottery winnings this week. Some forgot their tickets. One nearly threw theirs in the wash. Another mistook it for a grocery receipt. It's the kind of thing that makes you scream into the void or swear off scratch-offs forever. But it also speaks to something deeper. That thin, cruel line between filthy rich and slightly damp paper in your jeans pocket. If you win the lottery and don't check your numbers, is it really a win? Or is it fate mocking you like a cosmic Powerball prankster? Segment 9, Metal Tooth Bear. Meet Tundra, a bear from Minnesota who now sports a shiny metal crown on his tooth. That's right, a bear with bling. Somewhere a rapper just lost street cred to a 600-pound omnivore. It's a reminder of how far veterinary science has come. We're now doing dental work on bears, which is great until one shows up demanding a whitening kit and a TikTok dance challenge. Segment 10, Orcas groom with kelp. Orcas were spotted using kelp to scrub each other. That's right, whales using spa day techniques. Scientists say it may be to remove parasites. I say it's because even killer whales need self-care. This is the first time we've seen tool use like this in marine mammals. And it officially makes orcas the Martha Stewarts of the sea. Only more lethal and possibly cuddlier. Segment 11, Evolution in the Windy City. Researchers in Chicago revealed that rodents living among us are evolving right under our noses. That's right, chipmunks and voles are showing noticeable skull changes over the last century, and not just from headbanging to train noise. Apparently, the city is turning backyard critters into super adapted mutants. We're just a few years away from a vole mayor with a progressive infrastructure plan and a TikTok account. What does this mean? That human sprawl is turning our cities into evolutionary pressure cookers. Nature is saying, fine, you want concrete jungles? Watch me evolve fur-covered geniuses who can chew through your Wi-Fi. Segment 12, Cursed Fungus gets a makeover. Scientists have transformed Aspergillus flavus, the same fungus linked to King Tut's tomb curse, into a potential cancer treatment. So basically, what used to be the stuff of Scooby-Doo episodes is now being used to save lives. Because nothing says scientific progress like weaponizing ancient tomb mold. This story's got everything. Spooky origins, death-defying consequences, and an underdog redemption arc for a spore. Somewhere that fungus is auditioning for a Marvel origin story. Segment 13, Martian mud homes. Scientists announced the development of a synthetic lichen that can build structures out of Martian soil, autonomously. That's right, we're outsourcing construction to mushrooms. The future of space colonization isn't about concrete, it's about fungus. So when your kids ask what the future holds, you can say, Martian real estate, grown by shrooms. And yes, that means your future Martian Airbnb might come with a do not overwater sign and a trippy smell. Segment 14, Brainhacked ants. Scientists discovered they can rewire ants' jobs by toggling 2 neuropeptides. Want your ant to switch from soldier to babysitter? Boom, flip the switch. I can't even get my dog to sit. Meanwhile, researchers are playing The Sims Insect Edition. It's fascinating, it's creepy, and somewhere a Silicon Valley startup is already planning job toggle for humans. Beta testing begins Tuesday. Segment 15, Mammoth Ivory Scheme. Turns out poachers have been disguising illegal elephant ivory as legal mammoth ivory. Because when you're trying to skirt international bans, why not dig up an Ice Age animal to do it? The black market is basically an improv troupe. Quick thinking, elaborate props, and everyone's in character until someone ruins it with DNA testing. To stop it, scientists created a new test that exposes the fraud. Which means, yes, your authentic mammoth ivory napkin holder might be both tacky and illegal. Segment 16, Toxic Recycled Plastic. Turns out recycled plastic pellets are releasing over 80 weird chemicals that mess with fish hormones. That's right, recycled plastic isn't just sipping kombucha and saving whales. It might be poisoning the environment in its own sneaky way. You try to go green, and next thing you know, your eco-friendly bottle turns into a hormonal fish bomb. It's the eco version of thanks, I hate it. Segment 17, Bible's Long Weird Journey. A rare 1614 Low German Bible made its way back to a Texas library after restoration. Historians know where it was printed, they just don't know how it ended up in Bernie, Texas. That's right, it's the Forrest Gump of sacred texts. Just wandering the globe, soaking in the centuries, and finally settling in hill country. This story reminds us that even holy books go on road trips, and sometimes they don't leave a forwarding address. Conclusion, embrace the absurd. From fishy plastics to Martian mushroom condos, the world once again reminded us that reality is stranger and often funnier than fiction. So let's raise a toast to the oddballs, the anomalies, and the ant scientists. Because if this week proves anything, it's that the universe has a sense of humor, and it's writing headlines. Until next time, keep your Ring cameras charged, your Bigfoot costumes dry, and your lottery tickets close. This has been Klepper's Corner, the Weird News edition. Stay peculiar, folks.